Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am finally getting started in my actual wings journal. I'm pretty excited. I have another project in mind for something I want to create to go along with this journal, but I thought at this point in the program I should probably get started in my journal first. So that is what I'm going to do. And I did spend some time in previous videos creating these tags. So I know that I want to finish these up and use some of them in my journal. I also shared a video creating this grungy, crinkly envelope that I know I want to finish decorating and use in my journal. So that's really as far as I've come with this. I haven't really thought much about the inside at all. So pulling some items out of the collection, let's see what there is here. There's two doilies. Love this playing card. I have all of my stuff in that drawer again, you guys, just like I did my Grace journal that I shared recently here on my channel. I just have it all in a drawer, and that's working for me. I feel like I have a lot of projects going on right now. All right, so I know I have this bag. I have lots of little cards we could alter and play with. There is, okay, I couldn't remember because mine had slid down in the bag if there was a flashcard in this kit, but there is. So for those of you following along, any of these tags, if you want to create any of those tags like I did, just gesso them up. Any of these would work, you know, any of these heavier cardstock tags, gesso them up and decoupage away. So yes, tags. Oh yes, I did use this ink color, which let me tell you, I probably mentioned in a previous video along the way that this is one of my new favorite colors. I love this aged mahogany. So I know I want to use more of that. I think it's really pretty. It really pulls that color out of some of these feathers. Library card and pocket. I know that I want to use that there. One of the fun things in this kit is the black paper. There's also some black lined paper inside the journal. And this month, there was a white Signo gel pen in the collection. So I think that's fun. I had mentioned that I pulled out some of this paper that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, clearanced out, super cheap. Just trying to get my bearings here and figure out what I want to do. Probably, these are the book pages that came in the collection. I would imagine, because of what I want to do, that I might grab an old book and use a lot of book pages, maybe. Maybe I want to collage and do more decoupaging inside the book. We shall see. I have some tea stained cheesecloth. I know I want to use a lot of this, which means I will probably be using a lot of scrap linen. So I have my giant basket here of scraps. Just scrap everything, linen, yeah. All of my little bits of favorite scraps. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to start with vintage photo. It's safe, right? It's a safe start. So I had recently re-inked this and now it's a little gelatinous, but that's okay. I'm just going to smear this around and I'm not going to be scared of it. In fact, I think I might ink a lot of it. Oh goodness. Don't be scared, Lynette. Okay. I just want to rub it out a little bit. I did pick up a lot of ink. I have this lighter color in tea dye. I think I'm going, see, I have the little ink pad here. I'm just going to use my fingers. I can tell I'm going to be messy. I just want to rub this lighter color in the middle. I don't know if it's going to change anything or not, but it would be nice to have a little bit of different color situations going on here. Try to get some, I don't know, I'm just playing around, you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to take some black soot. I don't know if I have a ink dauber pad for this, but I just want to rub this along the edges because I'm trying to remember that I want this journal darker than usual. Be just a little bit, not the whole thing. I keep some of that down here. All right, you guys, I didn't use any of that aged mahogany, but I think I want to. When I look at this in the cover, I think I want some of this burgundy color in here. Yes, that's nice. So I'm just going to take my little water spritzer bottle and activate this ink, and hopefully it turns out. So you can see that it is oxidizing a little bit. I know I'm speeding up the video and cutting out my waiting time, but I am going a little bit slow and waiting for the ink to do its thing so I can get an idea of what it looks like. All right, so I'm just gonna take a minute to dry this. All right, so this is what it looks like so far, which is nice, but it's not, I don't know, I want something running down this envelope a little bit. And what I realize I'm wanting is literally something more like these tags we created in a previous video. It's kind of funny. I'm addicted to that right now. I'm just going to put some of this ink color on my mat. I know it'll wash off. I'm going to spray it. And let's see. I just want a little dab of it. It's not going to behave the way I want it to behave. And I know some of you are already telling me why. There's no gesso on this pocket. If I would have gessoed it first, my inks would move. Okay, so I'm going to stop then. I'm going to dry this and use it as it is. All right. Sometimes I do think about, you know, what I could change the name of my channel to, like mistakes you might make or something. Watch me make the mistakes you might make so you don't make them. It's not really a mistake. I think it's really fun looking, but what I was trying to do, you need gesso for. I am going to add some glue. Actually, wait, before I stick that down, maybe I want some cheesecloth behind it. Chop some off. I know I'll use it. All right, so I'm just going to trim this up. I think I found a piece that I'm happy with. And I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac glue to glue in my pocket. I have found that the actual stickiness of these pockets do not hold up over time. So I like adding a little bit of glue. So I usually have to go back in and glue it down. So yes, about the mistake making. I like keeping things like that in the video because in no way am I ever trying to pretend that I am some kind of expert in anything. I just love playing with this stuff. I love learning. I love trying new things. I just enjoy it. It is definitely what brings me joy, playing with my hands. And I know a lot of you feel that same way. So now we have a nice base. I like that. I think those colors are great. I'm going to add a little bit more glue because of this cheesecloth. All right, now look at how white that card looks. We definitely have to do something with this. I think this time I'm going to start with the tea dye color. And I'm just going to rub it all over the face of this card. I really need to get some more makeup sponges. I used to use makeup sponges years ago, and then I ran out of them, and then I bought these dauber pads, which I do like. I actually ordered some more of these because I do like them, but sometimes I just need a makeup sponge. I really need to go to the store, or the next time I'm at the store. That is one thing they shouldn't be out of, right? So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but the grocery store has been crazy the last week or so. It's so hard because I'm not one of those people that would rush off to the store, and I'm definitely not cleaning them out of anything, you know. But it's like you have to go to the store if everybody else is going to the store, because quite honestly, we only had 2 rolls of toilet paper left, you know. Like, we needed toilet paper. So I had to go try to find some, which I did get lucky. I actually got to Walmart. Oh, this is too much. There's too much ink on here. I got to Walmart on Friday morning as they were putting out their truck, and they had some. So yay, I got to buy some toilet paper. It's just crazy. Anyway. I don't get the toilet paper thing. You know what I stacked up on in case they ran out of it? Coffee. I'm like, I'm buying the big box of coffee pods because the one thing I don't want to run out of is coffee. Oh man. What else? I can't remember what else. Well, you know, we do keto here, so I stacked up on a couple weeks worth of meats. Because there is that thought that, you know, if you get sick, they want you to stay home, so. I'm trying to be really careful with this because this ink pad is so goopy. But I do have this baby wipe right here, so I can rub it around a little bit. I feel like I want to oxidize this. Do you think it will? Is there not enough ink on there? And should I use black on the edges? I don't know. I'm going to grab this aged mahogany again. I just want a little bit on there. I don't want too much. I don't want it to blend into the envelope, you know. Apparently, that's what I'm getting ready to do. All right, let's see. I'm spraying it. Let's see if it does anything. Well, it is kind of fun what it's doing to the blue ink on the library card itself. I like that. All right, I'm going to dry this really quick. I'm leaving that as is. I know I'll do some decorating and things. I didn't finish this side. I got all chatty about the grocery store and I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna take this back off. So anyway, yes, I just want to add a few touches here and there. I don't know, that doesn't look as random as I would like, but I'll mess with it. I'll mess with the baby wipe in a minute. I want to get some of this aged mahogany. Okay, Okay. I'm actually going to start by spritzing it with water and maybe cleaning up what I did a little bit. Well, geez, just spray the whole thing on it. Go for it. All right, I'm gonna dry this, actually. Yeah. All right. That was a lot of time spent on that, but you know what? That's fun. I like that. I think I will, well, I didn't edge that in black, so I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that be. We'll move on. Okay, so I think that I shared a little bit in my previous video what I'm going to use my journal for. This is going to be a devotional for me. It's going to be what I, use to write my Bible studies and things on. So I really want this journal, as I decorate it, to be based off of Psalm 91. It's actually a painting I have hanging above my bed. I love that chapter, and it's just all about being under the protection of God's wings, that He's my refuge. So even though that is not the theme of what I'm studying, it is what I want my journal to be. It's all about refuge and finding peace and protection in my God. So that's very fitting for this time when people are, it's easy to be afraid. It's easy to be worried. And I just want to remember who my comfort and my peace is. So that's kind of the theme you're going to see running throughout this journal as I work on it. Those are the types of words I'm going to use along the way. I do have some of these bird printouts. This I had shared in a previous video. In my last collection I had them. They are from My Porch Prints. I will leave a link down below, but she has taken some vintage images and just added some gray fussy cut lines to make it easier. And I have found that for somebody like me who doesn't like the fussy cut, it is a little helpful because it cleans up those lines. And yeah, I don't have to worry so much about getting in the lines. I think I like that one. I had already gone through and kind of cut out the ones that I thought I might like. All right, let's see. All right, so I won't bore you with this. I'm just going to fussy cut him out really quick. Okay, so I fussy cut him out. This is a place where I would normally use some stamped images, which I will do plenty of in this journal, I promise, because I know not everyone's going to go off and buy a digital kit. I do love this. It's not an expensive kit at all. And it's just fun to have some images to work with that you can cut out and use as you want to, as you see fit. Now I want to do a little bit of layering down here. You guys know I love my little squares of this stuff. I think he's kind of distracting. Okay, so I reached in my little basket of fabrics. And I don't know, I pulled out this orange. I thought that was kind of a fun color. I have some tea-stained linen, some burlap, a little bit of lace, and of course cheesecloth. So I don't know, I'm just going to play around with layering this a little bit. It's funny because I pull these bits out of there, and what I really want to do is plug in the iron because they're all wrinkly. I'm like, Lynette, it's fine. You're not going to use that much of it. I had a little bit of cheesecloth. Rough it up a little bit. Little less cheesecloth, perhaps. Maybe what I want is something else clustered down here with the bird hanging over it. I think I like that a little better. And you know, if you were following along with me, you could use some of the pearls or gems that were in your collection. This feather would be really great in here. I think I'm going to do that. You could also use your little bird tea card. Oh, you guys, I have to, did I mention this in a previous video? No, I saw this in a video. I have to stop and I have to share this because it's crazy. I put together a lot of these collections, okay? And I just randomly pick up a package to come shoot the video sharing the items that are in the collection. And the card that I get is the linnet bird. What does this mean, you ask? So the thing about the linnet bird, the name Lynette actually originated, one of the things they point back to is the linnet bird, that the name Lynette came out of the linnet bird. So it was so crazy. I never noticed this until I was editing that video and I saw that it was the linnet bird and I'm like, are you kidding me? How random and crazy is that? That I don't know the odds on that, but that really made me smile. That was fun. So we also have this bag of goodies, and any of these tags would be fun. Of course, the black ones I want to save for journaling on, but there's some little die cuts and things in here that you could use to do some more layering. There's that napkin. I decoupaged on that tag. I love that. I am grabbing my canister of old buttons because I think I would like to stick a button on here. That burgundy one, I think I like that one. I will say my favorite ones though are the ones that still have the strings on them because then I can just glue them down. I like that burgundy one though. I'm going to use that and that little white one. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. I apologize for all of the noise outside. Spring has sprung. It might not feel like it completely yet, but the motorcycles are out. Sports cars are out. So yeah, it's been a little noisier around here lately, but that's fine. Okay, I know I want that feather there. So I'm actually just going to add a little bit of glue because I know the burlap is going on next. Just stick him on there. Some cheesecloth. I'm just going to lay the cheesecloth on there and then add some glue to my buttons. And hopefully that'll do it. Just remember where I want my bird here. Okay. One of the things that I found at Tuesday Morning recently was this Bow Bunny stamp set. It's called Rejoice. I picked it up for $2.99 and I love these words. There's I believe, peace, joy, courage, you are my strength, praise, rejoice. These are some of the words that I know I want to use in this book. So I have this grungy piece of paper I dyed quite some time ago. It's coffee stained, but it also has some like walnut ink spray on there. I want the You Are My Strength. That's a good one for the cover, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna put it right there. So I don't want my paper too big. I I'm going to use my black ink again. So odd for me to use black ink. And I think, let's see, what little pieces do I want? I think I'm going to use this corner down here. Actually, before I stamp that, I know I want it torn, so I'm going to do that first. Let's see if that fits. Yes. Okay, just to be safe with this ink not getting on my table, this doesn't wash off. Great, I love it. And I'm going to use this vintage photo on the edge. My super gloppy vintage photo. And I think I'm just going to glue that right on there. All right, and I went and just grabbed a few random washi tapes, but I think I'm drawn to this one. It's mostly just flourish. I think it was from a Tim Holtz Halloween washi set, but nothing about the, I mean, it could look Halloween, but it's just black with some flourishes on it, so yes. I think that I do want to add something across the bottom. I like these arrows. And I just want to cover up that jot mark. And I might as well go across the bottom on the back side. Okay, that works for me for now. I like it. The water did make everything a little warped, but I'm fine with that. I think there's going to be a lot of that kind of texture in this journal as we move along. But this video actually took some time working on the front of this. So I think I'm going to end that for now. At first I had thought maybe I was going to add a few gems, but no, I'll save that for a different step. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. My Etsy shop link will be down below if you're interested in picking up this collection for yourself, along with all of the design team members that will be using this journal throughout the month of March also. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.